Okay, so we have 3 dolls now. You know what? Let's have Dushebne. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Parit ka. Starting with the battle, huh? Okay. Let's do this. I think $1 is enough. Go here. There you go. Ooh, chapter 2. Mekti takes in the defeated enemies all around her and expresses her heartfelt admiration. Some have fallen headfirst into the pit, while others are hanging on the guardrails. What the fuck? Okay. Why is G36K KSK in front of Mekti? Ooh, such ruthless firepower, such agility, the ferocity of a $1 army. Have I pulled an SP version of some SSR unit? You flatter me. I'm simply performing my duty. She's even as gentle as Andoris. Isn't she too perfect? Not that there's anything wrong with the actual Andoris. Uh-oh. Just leave all the combat to me. Wow, I've been waiting for so long and someone finally says this to me. This is indeed the dependable junior that I have long dreamed of. Not that I'm complaining about the actual Belka and Andoris. Vector looks at Mekti, who is hanging onto G36K KSK like a rucksack with a hint of helplessness. Are you planning to make her carry you the whole way? What's the problem? It's not like walking is part of the training. I think a chewing out by Kluke is inevitable at this point, but if she sees you like this through the surveillance recording, it's just a matter of a 500 shot drill turning into an 800 shot drill. Quantitative change often leads to qualitative change. She might start tormenting you by targeting your precious collections instead. Suddenly remembering her large collection of special edition manga and merch, Mekti lets go of G36K KSK demurely. Kluke is away, but she still stalks me like my own shadow. Alright, let's go and retrieve our loot. Mekti and Vector walk toward the 2 beams of light not far away. The loot enters their respective inventories in a burst of light. Noticing the problem, the 2 dolls look up at each other almost at the same time. I think you're right about the deducted loot. We only got back less than half of the XP and supplies. Harpsy, have you figured out what's wrong? The camera hovers smoothly next to them. It makes no response. Harpsy? Harpsy? What's going on? We're not in the middle of a cutscene right now, so why are comms being jammed? Vector, this Harpy or whatever that you keep talking about, who is it? It's... Whoa. Vector suddenly realizes that something is terribly wrong. It's Harpsy, imprint model TMP. She repeats the familiar name slowly, but Mekti just stares at her even more blankly. She's a mimic! She's a mimic! An imposter! Harpsy? Who's that? A new friend of yours? You don't seem like the type to go making friends with strangers. She doesn't seem to be joking. Making jokes takes too much effort for Mekti. It's not my imagination. Huh? I'm not imagining this feeling that something is missing. You've been saying some really strange stuff since a while ago. Mekti. Vector interrupts her. Try to disconnect from level 2. Huh? But we're not done yet. Do as I say. Try to disconnect. Sure. After trying multiple times, Mekti looks at Vector in confusion. I can't. What is going on? Either something happened out there or something's wrong in here. Mekti, remember when I said I had the feeling that something important was missing? I don't think I was imagining it. What did we lose? I don't know what I lost, but you definitely lost something. Vector tells Mekti about Harpsy. But I still can't recall her. The data is lost, so that's not surprising. What matters is how to prevent further data loss. Say, do you think this has anything to do with that deducted loot? Like every time we die, we can recover fewer and fewer things, and as a result, we lose our own neural data or something like that. There's no evidence that the two phenomena are related, but it is very likely. Jeez, what kind of horrific bug is this? I don't know, but from now on, we cannot treat this as a game where we have infinite lives. The more we die, the more we lose. Sekiro reference or Sword Art Online? Either way. Oh wait, no! Lag Horizon, I'm sorry. The anime Lag Horizon. Do you remember, in the anime Lag Horizon, the more you die, the more they die, the more memories they lose. Because the memories are the currency that they have to spend if they want to resurrect. Remember Lag Horizon? In the anime, if they die, right, they lose part of their memories. Man, when is the season 5 of Lag Horizon? What? Then maybe we should just stay where we are and wait for the rescue? That does make sense. It will certainly reduce our chances of getting hurt. But then, we will also be putting all the pressure on Harpsy and the others to solve the problem. It can't be helped. Our comms are jammed. We don't even know what's going on out there. Are we really just going to sit here and wait for our doom? Then what ideas have you got? Turning into Superman? Superman. Vector lapses into deep thought. After a while, she tears her eyes away from the weeds growing out of the cracks in the concrete on the roadside. I'm thinking, to end the game, other than breaking the connection by force from outside, maybe beating the game in here is also a solution? But wouldn't that get increasingly risky under these circumstances? I still think it's better to find somewhere safe and hunker down. We have G36K KSK with us. If this were still your regular training, I'd have a problem with her presence as she is basically helping you cheat. However, she can relieve some of the combat pressure for us in these desperate times. Whoa. That is menacing. A Shadow Andoris. Look at that. She looks like the evil version of Andoris. Vector glances at G36K KSK, who is standing behind Mekti. Perhaps because she is standing with her back toward the light, her face is obscured in shadow, and her smile is barely visible. Like a dutiful NPC, she has remained silent throughout the two dolls' conversation. Besides, we still cannot be certain if the data loss is caused by dying or something else. The sooner we can exit level 2, the better. There are things even you don't want to forget, right? Mekti purses her lips and tears at her hair in frustration. Then she lets out a sigh. Alright, I'm meant to complete the training anyway. Yeah, she looks creepy. Having you talk to me so earnestly instead of just yelling feels pretty unsettling. You prefer Klukai's method? Huh? No way! Why would you have such dangerous thoughts? Are you sure you don't? Of course not. You cannot be more wrong. Beat the game, yeah? Let's go then. It'd suck if Klukai deletes all the anime that I have saved at the outpost.